every year. And what is the official, what is it called? Köttbullar?
Köttbullar. Yes.
Köttbullar, okay. So that has been the first question. So we are come now to the second question with my nice
All right.
And this is the Swedish fish.
We won the Swedish fish, and so it doesn't quite look like the first picture of Swedish fish, but this is what Americans know about Sweden. We have Swedish fish. And my German colleagues didn't know when we were talking about what could we give as a little prize. I'm like, Swedish fish. And they are, you still have Swedish fish, yes? This is a, no? You don't have candies like that? Fish, no. You don't eat these. Oh. Okay. So now it's become fully Americanized. Okay. Our next question. How many islands does Sweden have?
How? 30,000? Okay, who's more? Who's less? More? Wow! You are Swedish. You have Swedish? Okay, no Swedish connection. Okay.
Any more?
You will be so, but 30,000 is very close.
There are 267,000. Sweden has one of the highest numbers of islands in the world. Woohoo! Did you get the Swedish fish?
Who was 300,000? Okay, so this was the second question. So our third question, what is this about? Any idea? You have an idea? Maybe
I'm not allowed.
Maybe you learned it at school. Any idea? It's not so easy. Celsius is good. Very, very good. But you also have Swedish connection, no? No? Okay. This is about under Celsius. And he invented the Celsius scala, but the curious thing is, and he did this in 1742, but it was originally backwards. That means 0 was boiling and 100 was freezing. And after he died, they changed it. So that's a very, very interesting topic. So this was under Celsius. Celsius, who invented this topic. So this is our next question.
Oh, over there.
Over
the
here.
Travelers. Yes.
Ah.
All right, our next one.
What's this? So I've heard the German word. Huh? Moose is good. That's the English term, but also we heard about Elch. And this is also very interesting.
Well, we have learned that the Swedish annual Great Moose Migration is a 24/7 slow TV live stream where millions of viewers watch moose migrate through the northern Swedish each spring, often crossing rivers and on their way to their summer grazing grounds. Is this true? This is a true fact.
So
did you
watch
hopefully we have enough Swedish fish because everybody got this one. We should.
Yeah, you can also see it on the internet and in the German TV. Very, very fascinating. It's something like relaxing and meditating by watching these pictures. So it's quite very nice.
They don't stream it in the States.
No.
I've never seen that. No.
I know Americans who is watching that.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm now informed.
Yeah.
Next question. I think this is the beside maybe IKEA, that's the most, I would say, everyone knows it. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
So, and as you know, ABBA has not performed live together for the last 40 years, but this is one of the really best exports of Sweden, really very commercially successfully music group. So that was our 5th point, and now we are coming to the 6th.
Do we know what this is?
Pippi Langstrumpf, yeah.
Wow, Pippi, was initially rejected by a publisher because she seemed a bit too unconventional and rebellious. Today, the books have been translated around the world into 80 languages.
That's really fascinating, and I think many of you grew up with the Pippi Langstrumpf movies, and still my daughters did it, and now my granddaughter are also fascinated by Pippi. So this is our next one. I just have heard it. Alfred Nobel. It's about the Nobel Prize. And did you know so far 1,026 prizes have been awarded to individuals, but also for organizations. And it's also clear that this is not paid directly by Alfred Nobel's original fortune, but from the returns generated by Nobel Foundation invested capital. So this is also, I think, very well known from Sweden, the Nobel Prize. And now we are come to our
last one.
Last slide.
Okay.
Or last quiz.
Who are these people?
The Vikings.
Wow.
Yeah, also very well known. And this is just coincidence.
Yeah, totally coincidence.
Totally coincidence. So Vikings reached, and this is very important for our US colleagues, reached North America around 500 years before Columbus. I think that's also very fascinating. And also Vikings women could own property and could be divorced. Highly unusual rights for their time. So this had been our quiz. So thank you very much for taking part.
Good job.
And
I'll sit down.
yeah. And we are really impressed what you really know about Sweden as non-Swedes. So thank you very much for this. And so with this, I'm happy now really to hand over to Per to welcome from behalf of our Swedish group.
Thank you, Marcus.
You have presentation? Okay.
Yes, to begin, on behalf of the Swedish Sarcoma Association, I wish you all a warm welcome to Sweden and Stockholm. And a huge thank you to SPAGN, to Marcus and Denise and others for arranging this wonderful event and for bringing us all together. We are also incredibly grateful to Karolinska University Hospital, Andre, Felix, and others by hosting this seminar in the very heart of your world-class operations. You are showing a level of support and truly highlights your commitment to our common work. My name is Per Alvers. I'm representing the Swedish Sarcoma Association, Sarkomföreningen as we say in Swedish, together with Lilian, Maria, Olivia, and Christian up here. Background to why I got involved in the Sarcoma Association is that our daughter, Sis Alvers, was diagnosed with osteosarcoma in June 2020. After 3 years of intense and tough treatment, she sadly passed away in July of 2023, just 21 years old. The grief and emptiness is bottomless and eternal, but to attempt to contribute to advancement in treatment and support others affected does help to move forward with a life that's far from what we as a family expected and hoped for. I'm now going to share a bit what Sarkomföreningen does. So we were funded in April of 2015. We're about 350 members. Most active work is done by members of the board. And we also have help from Olivia by doing administrative tasks part-time while she's studying to become a doctor. So we're really grateful for that. Our members of the board are spread all over Sweden, which is a quite large country. We have 6 of us that are patients or former patients, 4 are close relatives of patients, such as myself. And we have 1 former professional in Lilian, who is a former contact nurse working with sarcoma patients for over 30 years. All work is on a voluntary basis, and as many of us are full-time employees or students, we have limited capacity as to what we can do, but we do our best. And we got great support also in close collaboration with healthcare professionals on the various hospitals in Sweden, and we're very grateful for that. This is our pin that's shown here in the picture. That is a symbol for our organization and for the work we do. So here are some things that we focus on as an organization. Awareness, patient support, Sarcoma Day, enabling healthcare improvements, advocacy, and Sarcoma Research Fund. So I'm going to talk a little bit about these different areas. So starting with awareness, we do have a web page, Facebook and Instagram channels. We do webinars that we publish in our channels. But I wanted to highlight here our golf ball that I think Christian picked up at the previous SPAGN conference some years back from Sarcoma UK. So we took that idea and we produced these golf balls to hand out to primary caretakers all over the country, and together with a leaflet to hopefully have that on their desk as they meet new patients, and if they find a patient with a tumor of a size of a golf ball or larger, they should think about whether this could be sarcoma and possibly send them to the right sarcoma center. So we are handing these out to doctors and at, for example, at national conferences in Sweden. Secondly, I want to talk about patient support. We have a support line that Lilian operates, where people affected can call and ask questions and get information. But I also want to highlight the scholarships we hand out in collaboration with with a mother who started an organization called A Ride for Our Child, Tira, where she organized a motorcycle cycle event that raised money to hand out together with us to young patients as a scholarship. And in the picture to the right there, you can see Christian and Lilian handing out the scholarship to this fantastic young girl at the hospital. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about our Sarcoma Day. It's an annual event we have each year where patients and those affected and as well as professionals can meet face-to-face and share stories and research updates. So this year, it was just a couple of weeks ago, we held this seminar. We had around 120 attendees and we had inspirational speakers, we had patient stories, research updates, and we have something called Ask the Doctor. You can see on one of the pictures doctors sitting, receiving questions from the audience, and that's appreciated by many. And then a dinner afterwards to get together and to feel that we are a community. And the theme for these Sarcoma Days we have is to live there with a feeling that you're not alone and that there is hope. And then enabling healthcare improvements. So in Sweden we have something called contact nurses. I'm sure there's similar roles in other parts of the world as well. And a contact nurse or patient navigator It's a support to the patient to navigate the very complex healthcare system. They are a primary point of contact. There's a direct number to your contact nurse that you can always call to get support, to get more information, to answer questions you might have, and also to coordinate appointments that can be rather complex. And the contact nurse is really a spider in the web to help the patient to move forward with their treatment. So they're really, really important role in our healthcare system. And a little bit about the Swedish public healthcare. At national level, the Swedish government sets up principles, guidelines, and laws, and also do monitor the quality of the services provided. But the actual delivery of services is done by the regions, and there are 21 regions in Sweden, and they operate quite independently from each other. They manage the hospitals and prime care centers, and with this structure, we believe there is a strong need for bringing sarcoma professionals together. There are 3 national specialized centers for sarcoma care in Sweden: Stockholm, Gothenburg, and Lund. And there is also 2 regional sarcoma centers in Linköping and up north in Umeå. And our initiative here and is to try and bring together contact nurses and physiotherapists from different hospitals across Sweden. Patients are also treated in other regional hospitals than is shown here. And our ambition is to bring it together as many as possible. So, just a couple of weeks ago, in connection to the Sarcoma Day, we also had a 2-day workshop where contact nurses and physiotherapists across Sweden came to Stockholm here, 40 of them, and shared experiences and clinical knowledge, and creating a network for sarcoma-focused professionals within Sweden. We believe this to be super important, given that Sweden is a large country with many different regions, and to try and bring together professionals to jointly build network, we believe will enhance the quality and the care given to patients all over Sweden. Then some words on advocacy. We are participating in the Swedish Government Patient Council, led by the Swedish Minister of Health. However, there are many patient advocacy organizations participating there. We are among the smallest of those organizations. But we also have representatives in regional patient councils to influence policy making and decisions made. And especially I want to highlight the whole genome sequencing that where Sarkomföreningen arranged for meetings with representatives from Swedish Parliament advocating equal access to specialized treatment in all regions of Sweden. And then lastly, some words about our Sarcoma Research Fund. Our research fund is, we've seen throughout the years, really extraordinary fundraising contributions from incredible individuals. Here are 2 examples. The picture with the ball represents a father who lost his daughter, who has taken initiative to arrange for paddle tournaments across all over Sweden, and has raised a lot of money to our research fund. I don't know if you are acquainted with paddle, but it's a way a little bit like tennis, smaller court, a little bit easier to play. So it has become quite a broad activity for people in Sweden to enjoy, and this has really meant a great contribution to our research fund. And the other picture is symbolizing a woman down south in Sweden who has taken a lot of initiatives to find ways of raising money. This is a key ring that she sells in benefit of the research fund. We also get great but sad contributions through inheritance and legacy gifts. And what do we do with this money? I bring up whole genome sequencing once again, as this research fund was a co-founder of the program that Felix was leading. And now that has become a clinical standard for sarcoma patients at this hospital. And as mentioned, Sarkomföreningen is actively advocating for a nationwide adoption. This year, in 2026, we co-fund 9 different Swedish sarcoma research programs. So that concludes the walkthrough of our activities. As a few last words, well, we all wish we never had to face sarcoma. It's truly inspiring to see so many of you sharing the same mission to defeat this disease, in memory of those we have lost, in support of those in treatment, and for the sake of those who will be affected in the future. Together we will make a difference. Together we will continue the fight. SPAGN is a testament to that resolve. And I'm certain that we will have inspiring and fruitful days here in Stockholm. Thank you.
Thank you, Ted.
Thank you.
Now we'll ask Andri to step forward, and she's going to offer us a welcome from the Karolinska.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So I'll just say my surname because usually nobody can say it. So my name is Andri Constantinu. I'm a medical oncologist and the head for the section of breast endocrine tumors and sarcoma oncology here at Karolinska. And it's really a pleasure to welcome you all here to Stockholm, to Karolinska for the SPAGN Congress. As we gather today here to strengthen the collaboration across the global sarcoma advocacy community, it's actually an honor for me to introduce you also to Karolinska University Hospital on this side and to Karolinska Institute on the other side. And this is actually one of the biggest advantages of being at these institutions, the proximity and the collaboration and the possibility to integrate and implement research advances, new technologies, new treatments in a quite rapid way. And you heard from Per, and you'll have the pleasure to hear also from Felix Haglund Flon soon, for example, that has been a pioneer in actually initiating a whole genome sequencing research program, and along the way also implementing it in the clinic. So this hall that we're in, it's named Sune Bergström, and I'll follow the leads from our previous quiz leaders and just ask, did anyone Google who he was? So I'm not Swedish, so I also had to Google when I came here and I heard the name. He was a Swedish biochemist. He was a member of the Nobel Foundation board of directors. He won many prizes. He was a member of many Swedish societies for science, and he actually won. He was not won. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1982, together with Bengt Samuelsson and John Vane, for their discoveries concerning prostaglandins and related substances. So Karolinska is it's the biggest hospital in Sweden, and I would dare to say also the most research intensive, mainly also and thanks to the collaboration with the Karolinska Institute, where we also have the Karolinska Comprehensive Cancer Center. I was hoping to show you a video. Thankfully, my knowledge in medicine is much better than my knowledge in technology. So you'll hear me tell you the information instead. So Karolinska is also one of the highest ranked hospitals in the world. In the latest years, we've been among the top 10 in the Newsweek's ranking of hospitals. Last year we were number 5. And this is actually a recognition, I think, for all the staff working here to promote patient outcomes, to integrate research, as I said, to improve care, and to increase safety for our patients and the outcomes of their care. But also, it's what defines us is our national responsibility in patients with complex and rare tumors. And we work very patient-focused or person-focused. Here we have the flows. And so all the disciplines of the specialists, for example, that work with sarcoma, we collect together. We have oncologists, orthopedic surgeons, pathologists, radiologists, where we work together. The patients come to the same clinic, regardless if they will meet an oncologist or a surgeon. We have the sarcoma center. The clinic is for all the sarcoma patients, the adults, and then the children at another place. And we also have patient advocates in our leadership teams. Maria, for example, has been attending some of the meetings, coming with suggestions and ways to improve. So we're very proud of having this patient-centered and person-centered, I would dare to say, a multidisciplinary approach, and being able to integrate research advances in our clinic. So as we begin this Congress, I would really like once again to warmly welcome you here to our city, to our hospital, and I'm sure that together we can ensure that every sarcoma patient, regardless if they're in Stockholm, in Sweden, in Europe, or anywhere in the globe, can have access to the expertise, to the care and the innovation they deserve. So thank you and enjoy your stay here.
Well, we want to thank the Swedish Sarcoma Group and Karolinska for hosting us. And today's meeting, our 16th Congress, we have representatives from over 50 countries from across the world. So it's wonderful to see so many of us coming together. And as we did at our meeting in Washington, we asked for the people who are here for the very first time to please stand up so that we can see who are this is their very first conference of SPAGN. Look at this. Wow, that's awesome. Welcome. And I really want all of you standing and those of you seated to please take a look around and notice who these people are, so that when we have times in the breakout sessions or in coffee breaks or even during sessions, sit with somebody new, get to know someone else. This is an incredible opportunity for people all across the globe coming together so that we can learn from each other and grow with each other. And so I would just like to end this with the slide. Oh. There it is. Is it up? There we are. Perfect. Lovely. So this is representation of many of our conferences over time. And we had heard last year at our conference, people wanted more opportunity to spend time together. So we've constructed our agenda so that we do have the time, not only at coffee breaks and meal times, but tonight we're going to have a speed dating with your board. So come and meet us, because we want to get a chance and use this opportunity to get to know you better. And also it'll be an opportunity for you to meet each other and talk with each other. But probably one of the most lovely things that we can take away from our last meeting was that this was a comment that someone shared, that they said that SPAGN is providing us all with the feeling of belonging to a global common home. We are really hopeful that this Congress will give you opportunity to interact, learn new things, but that each of you will walk away with this feeling of having a sense of belonging to a global common home. So welcome, and we'll begin now with our first session on the contribution and the power of contribution of patients to research. So if I could ask the people who are part of this session to please step forward, we'll get started.